I yield myself as much time as I may consume, Mr. Speaker.
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We thought the Democrats were obsessed with President Trump, but Justice Thomas is a close second. This bill is simply the latest installment of the Democrats' campaign to delegitimize and attempt to intimidate the United States Supreme Court. Started when President Trump nominated Brett Kavanaugh. That was just too much for the left to bear, and they launched a smear campaign in an attempt to derail his nomination. Then we saw Senator Schumer stand on the steps. Remember, a leader in the legislative branch stand on the steps of the Supreme Court, a separate and equal branch of government, and threaten Supreme Court justices. He said, quote, "I want to tell you, Gorsuch, I want to tell you, Kavanaugh, you've released the whirlwind, and you will pay the price. You won't know what hit you if you go forward with these decisions." Just last month, a crazed individual attempted to assassinate Justice Kavanaugh in his home. An assassination attempt on a sitting justice of the United States Supreme Court. For months, Democrats on the Judiciary Committee have pursued this narrative that the Supreme Court is somehow illegitimate. Members of the committee, including the chairman, have introduced a bill to pack the court, to add 4 associate justices to our highest court. The committee has held hearings that can only be interpreted as an attempt to lay the groundwork for an effort to impeach Justice Thomas. And today, the Democrats bring forward a bill that is completely unnecessary. Why are the Democrats going down this path? Because, frankly, they have nothing else. We're debating this bill today because it is July of an election year, and inflation is at a level not seen in 40 years. Highest inflation rate in 41 years. The price of gas, the price of food, the price of daily necessities have skyrocketed. We are debating this bill today because illegal immigration is at unprecedented levels. Last month, Customs and Border Patrol reported that we have already surpassed the prior year's total for encounters at our southern border. And we still got 3 months left in the fiscal year. We're debating this bill today because they can't talk about the fact that our country is gripped by an epidemic of violent crime in every major urban area in this country. Every day, Americans are being assaulted, robbed, and murdered in our cities. We are here because the Democrats have no answers and desperately hope that a manufactured crisis will help them in November. The Democrats want Americans to believe that the Supreme Court at any moment could step in and overturn its opinions in Obergefell and Loving. That's simply not true. The very decision that Democrats say creates this threat explicitly denies it, explicitly disclaims it. Here's what the court said in the Dobbs decision. The Dobbs decision should not be misunderstood, mischaracterized to cast doubt on precedents that do not concern abortion. End of quote. The court condemned the idea that the Dobbs decision would lead to an overturning of other cases, stating, quote, "Perhaps this is designed to stoke unfounded fear in our decision, that our decision will imperil other rights," close quote. It is this unfounded fear that brings us here today. We are here for a charade. We are here for political messaging. Democrats can't run on their disastrous record. They can't run on any accomplishments less than 4 months before an election, and all Democrats can do is stoke unfounded fears, and so that is why we are here with this bill. I hope we can defeat it. I hope it doesn't pass. I think, as I said, is unnecessary and wrong. And Mr. Speaker, we reserve the balance of our